Hello and welcome to episode number 269 of WITM, in which Gerald, the Intercontinental Champion, will be in action against Bray Wyatt. But first, we have some developments backstage. Let's see what's going on. Now, we had a Cruiserweight matchup scheduled for Raw. It was to be Enzo Amore taking on Brian Kendrick. However, before that could happen, this took place shortly before Raw. You see Enzo Amore laid out in his locker room, and out walks Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar meets Brian Kendrick in the hallway and sends him careening into the wall. So obviously Enzo Amore and Brian Kendrick not able to compete, their Cruiserweight matchup canceled, and now Brock Lesnar heads to the ring with his advocate Paul Heyman. Let's hear what they have to say. The advocate of Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, speaks. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for the Beast, the Eviscerator, the Conqueror of the Streak, Brock Lesnar. Now it makes me absolutely, positively sick to my stomach to admit this, but Vincent Kennedy McMahon, sir, you are absolutely 100% correct. The WWE Universe, they don't want to see cruiserweights. No. What they want to see, what they thirst for, what they hunger for, what they crave, is to get to witness in the flesh or on your HD or 4K television set the presence and destruction of the one, the only, Brock Lesnar. Now this may come as a shock to everyone, but the Beast Incarnate, he doesn't play well with others. So if one of those cruiserweights steps into his path, Brock Lesnar will squash them like the insects that they are. Just ask Brian Kendrick and Enzo Amore. See, Brock could care less about 205 Live. The cruiserweights can have their D-list show in front of about 30% capacity crowds and about 20 people watching live on the WWE Network. But as for Raw, this is Brock's territory. So let's leave the A show to the top talents, the star attractions, like Brock Lesnar. So, Kurt Angle, I beg of you, no, I implore you, do what needs to be done and remove the Cruiserweight division from Monday Night Raw. Kurt Angle speaks to Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Or I guess first he makes his way down to the ring, which I probably should have actually showed. Anyway. Now Kurt Angle speaks to Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Do the right thing, you say. Well, I think the right thing to do would be to suspend and fine Brock Lesnar for putting his hands on two cruiserweight talents. See, as long as I am in charge, the cruiserweight division will have a place here on Raw. I consider it a privilege for the cruiserweights to get to compete here on Raw. Having them compete on our brand and defend their titles on Raw pay-per-views gives us an edge that SmackDown Live doesn't have. I will not stand for members of the Raw roster putting their hands on any member of the Cruiserweight roster outside of a sanctioned WWE match. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to settle things how they should be settled on Raw, with a sanctioned WWE match, not with jump attacks. So Brock, since you want to put your hands on the cruiserweights, I've spoken to the new COO of 205 Live, Triple H, and arranged for a rare main event match tonight on Raw. You're going to be taking on a man who has pushed you to your limits, even more than the legendary Undertaker did when defending his WrestleMania streak. You will be facing the, how is it you put it, Paul? Reigning, defending, undisputed Cruiserweight champion of the world, Andrew. Good luck. Alright, so we have a huge main event match. Normally, members of the Raw or SmackDown roster do not face cruiserweights. However, Brock Lesnar crossed the line, and so Kurt Angle, the GM of Raw, and Triple H, the COO of 205 Live, have agreed to this main event match tonight. It's going to be Brock Lesnar, accompanied by his advocate Paul Heyman, taking on the Cruiserweight Champion Andrew in a special treat main event match tonight on Raw. Andrew's first non-Cruiserweight matchup on Raw since he threw down his Universal title after defeating Brock Lesnar to become the Universal Champion and to remain eligible for 205 Live and the Cruiserweight title. But first, we have the Intercontinental Champion Gerald in action. He's been feuding with Bray Wyatt's former disciple, Braun Strowman, for the past month or two. How will he fare against the leader of the Wyatt family, the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt? Let's find out. It's the Intercontinental Champion Gerald in non-title action, taking on Bray Wyatt. Let's get underway.
Up next, John, we have singles action.
Oh, boy.
We have one of the best talents on the roster to date against Bray Wyatt.
All right.
Listen up, there's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top, so how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yes, you
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much an old country boy who can't.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Gerald.
You can feel the intensity level inside the arena rising.
I think our Monday night just got a little better, thanks to this amazing match we have coming up here.
When the work's all done and the sunset low, pull out my fiddle and the rosin up the bow. The kids are sweet, so I keep it kind of low. Thank God I'm a country boy. I'd play Sally Gooden all day if I could, but the morning my wife wouldn't think it very good. So I fiddle when I can and I work when I should. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine life, I got the old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Woo!
And his opponent, weighing in at 285 pounds, Bray Wyatt.
Oh boy, we're in for a treat tonight. Both of these superstars look geared up and ready to go.
Talking to him earlier today, I can tell you that he's motivated to be remembered as one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of boots.
Who doesn't have that as a goal?
Tasting freedom while he does, then crawling back to the top of the stairs, He'll see the sun again for years to come. He's broken out in love. Like a cat without a cap, roaming freely through the streets.
Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. We have an amazing night ahead of us.
Yeah, and we're just moments away from tonight's opening match. I can't wait.
Okay, and this match is underway. Non-title action here between Gerald and Bray Wyatt. Gerald with a reversal. Running SDO.
With that takedown.
Stomp to the back of Wyatt. Stomp to the back of the leg. Forces Wyatt to his feet.
Throwing bombs, they're pulling out.
And reversal by Bray Wyatt.
Let's quickly discuss Bray Wyatt for a moment. He undoubtedly stands out from the pack with that larger-than-life, bold personality of his.
Bray Wyatt is among the most dangerous
And
superstars
headbutt by Bray Wyatt.
and I base that solely on the
Forces
concept
Gerald
of
to his
my
feet.
gaze
Uppercut
and
by Gerald.
seen anything.
And a big clothesline.
Hey, if you're not trying to stand out from
Stomp to the arm.
you might as well just go home.
Stomp to the chest.
For you.
And a knee to the head of Bray Wyatt. Stomp to the back of the leg.
I'm not sure if I've ever experienced an eerie silence that falls over an entire arena like I do when Bray Wyatt announces he's here.
Reversal by Gerald.
You can see the whites of people's eyes and the audience fixated
Huge blows by Wyatt.
beyond explanation at what he's going to do. He's on the defensive here. With these two
Powerbomb by Wyatt.
This was going to be an all
Drags Gerald closer to the ring. Goes for cover.
He's got plenty of gas.
And Gerald powers out almost instantly. Gerald avoids the stomp. Gerald looking for a belly to belly. Reversed by Wyatt.
So sneaky.
Yeah, Wyatt is so
Stomp to the back.
so many different levels.
Elbow strikes to the shoulders of Gerald.
Down deep. You know, I've been in a lot of arenas, and I've seen a lot of things.
And Bray Wyatt going to that eerie, creepy place.
Combination of fear and awe as when Bray
Forces
begins his ominous walk to
Gerald
the
to
ring.
his feet.
There he goes.
Reversal by Gerald is going to send Wyatt to the apron.
Games are played.
But Gerald, trying to get fired up, is going to open up an opportunity for Wyatt to get back into the ring and back in the attack. Stomp to the back.
Now, why did he do that?
Stomp by Wyatt.
It's low. It's appalling.
Stomp to the back of the leg.
Disrespectful. Well, when he sees
Forces Gerald to his feet. WWE Universe game behind Bray Wyatt, chanting Bray's gonna kill you.
I think you can tell by looking into the disturbing eyes of Bray Wyatt that he likes
And
this.
headbutt
This
by
man
Wyatt.
enjoys knowing that when he walks into an arena, people are frightened of him.
Axe handle by Wyatt.
Flying step he takes. If that doesn't tell you what you need to know about Bray
Forces Gerald to his feet with an uppercut.
So, Michael, I think now people everywhere realize what Bray Wyatt can do, and they all share that fear. That fear that he may enter the
Stomp
arena
by
in their
Gerald.
own city and carry out a massacre worse than what they previously saw. It's one thing to see it on television.
Gerald getting fired up.
To witness it in person.
He gets out of trouble there. That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
And Wyatt goes for cover.
And the shoulder's up in time.
Well, as long as it's
Gerald powers out.
that's all that matters.
You can't teach heart, believe me. When I
Wyatt again going into that creepy place.
He saw that one coming.
Stomp to the back. Another headbutt by Wyatt.
This is a wreck.
Stomp to the head of Gerald. Could be looking to bust right back open that wound that his former disciple Braun Strowman has opened up in the
When you have to
past.
settle things down. Get the blood flowing back in your body and
Power
strategize
slam by
what your
Wyatt.
next move or your next form of attack will be.
Stomp to the chest.
First time for
Knee to the hip.
If he keeps up
Stomp
this
to
pace, this could
the
turn
leg.
real ugly real fast.
Wyatt getting fired up.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Good God, that was hitting the nail right.
Reversal by Gerald. WWE Universe game behind Wyatt, but he's going to eat a big boot courtesy of Gerald.
Oh, right between
And a knee to the head. Stomp to the back.
He is slowly getting dissected.
Reversal by Bray Wyatt.
Something new from his repertoire. He may get the three.
Wyatt goes for cover.
close. Man, this guy just
Gerald powers out at 2.
Yeah, never say die attitude out of him.
Oh, there is no quit in this man tonight.
Wyatt getting fired up again. Looking for that big non-title victory. Stomp to the arm.
Just ride.
Knee to the hip. Reversal by Gerald with a Russian leg sweep.
Oh, he's on Dream Street.
Kick to the back.
Matter of time now.
Looks to me like he just hit a wall.
And Michael, given how evenly fought this has been up until now, this might be a pivotal.
Nice reversal by Wyatt.
Man, I can't believe these guys are even still competing.
Axe handle.
in a match.
Bray Wyatt is so adept at manipulating.
Wyatt again getting fired up.
They're not always fighting him, they're fighting themselves.
And he reversed it. Good move there.
Reversal by Gerald.
Oh, he's in
Gerald looking for that devastating spear. And it connects. Gerald goes for cover. Does he have a non-title victory? No, Gerald in shock. He thought this match was over. But Wyatt is going to power out at 2.
Whoa! Don't get up.
Gerald remaining confident, doing a little country dance here. Maybe looking for his comeback sequence. Indeed he is. If it's successful, that scores him another big boot.
And he's rolling.
And it is successful.
Pushing his opponent to the limit here.
But reversal by Wyatt before Gerald can execute the big boot. Goes for cover.
And the win. I don't know too many.
Gerald powers out at 2.
Kick out of that.
I'm with you, King. I don't know if anybody could have.
You know, it's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in his tank.
Wyatt yet again getting fired up. Gerald avoids the stomp. Flying punch by Gerald.
Yeah, Wyatt is so dangerous on so many different levels.
And Wyatt just picks Gerald up and tosses him across the ring. Forces Gerald up.
Here we go. Bray Wyatt setting it up.
Choke slam by Wyatt. WWE Universe once again getting behind Bray Wyatt.
He might just have nothing left to give, guys.
Roll up pin.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
Nearly a non-title victory for Wyatt, but Gerald powers out at 2.5. Wyatt forces Gerald up.
Raw has been the site of some of the biggest matches on sports.
And a huge backbreaker.
Sure not to disappoint.
Wyatt to the corner.
It's a scary, scary dude. Imagine looking into that face cake. Oh my God. Uh-oh.
And that creepy, eerie crab walk by Bray Wyatt.
Oh, an exorcist. Oh no, not this.
Into the Sister Abigail. That busts Gerald open. Does Bray Wyatt have a non-title victory?
It's over.
He does. Victory. Bray Wyatt.
Singles match in the books.
Catching flies in his mouth, tasting freedom while he does, then calling back to the top of the stairs.
Here's your winner, Bray Wyatt.
That's a big win. Although there was a moment there where I thought it was going to go the other way.
Hey, this isn't just about going out there and making sure everybody's entertained. You got to win your matches, and that's exactly what happened here. A will to win was on display.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
Alright, so a good back and forth match, but will be Bray Wyatt via the Sister Abigail picking up the non-title victory over Gerald.
The WWE is the gift that keeps on giving. Next, if you even think about moving, you'd better apologize. We have a real fan favorite against 3 of WWE's toughest competitors.
Alright, let's get you the results for the rest of Raw leading up to the main event. Nikki Bella defeats Lana, Emma, and Dana Brooke. Asuka defeats Liv Morgan in non-title action. Randy Orton defeats Aiden English, no surprise there. And Braun Strowman defeats Sheamus and Kurt Hawkins. Finn Balor defeats Big Cass. And we already know our episode 270 match. Brock Lesnar, before Raw, attacked Enzo Amore and Brian Kendrick, who were scheduled for a Cruiserweight singles match against each other. Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar called for the Cruiserweights to be removed from being allowed to participate on Monday Night Raw and Raw pay-per-views. Kurt Angle says that is not going to happen. Raw roster members are not to attack Cruiserweights. And you will be, since you want to put your hands on Cruiserweight, you will be taking on one tonight, a man that you have that has pushed you to, even you, to your limits, Brock. The Cruiserweight champion, Andrew. So we have a treat in episode number 270. Andrew wrestles his first non-Cruiserweight action on Raw since he surrendered the Universal title. It's the Cruiserweight champion, Andrew, in non-title action against the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, accompanied by Paul Heyman. That huge matchup awaits us in episode 270. Until then, this is Corey, signing off.